Well, great win last week by UA, and a much-needed one because they snap a 3-game losing skid, get back on track, over 200 yards rushing from E.B. Token Hanks, and a dominating, punishing performance by the O-line against Elon at Tom and Mary Casey Stadium on Bob Ford Field. The head coach is Greg Gattuso, joins us every Wednesday here on Big Board Sports, 27-3, and that was nice to get back on track. Good to see you, Coach.
Good to see you, Roger. Zach, how are you?
All awesome. Good. How's that chili, all right?
Chili was outstanding.
Outstanding. Good.
Very well done.
And so was your football team last week, and certainly the running game. Did you know that going in that you're going to be able to have that kind of success on the ground against Elon?
I mean, we go into every game hoping we're going to run the
right.
ball. I mean, I thought, as the game went on, we've been struggling throwing the ball, but, we just thought we could run. So we just kept pounding EB, and he was hot. Line were blocking. So I think, we've continued to do well running the ball, and that's, kind of who we are. We play our game. We're a pretty tough opponent, and when we get out of our game, the one game we got out of it, you could see, we didn't play so well. But, it's going to be another challenge this week. Elon wasn't great on offense, didn't have any, they were solid okay in the run game, and the pass game is a little struggling. I thought our defense was a big part of that.
Well, yeah, and you had 2 touchdowns from your defense in the second half.
Really. We had a silly offsides penalty that was, cost us another touchdown on the scoop and score by Mason Gray. So they're doing their jobs, and that's the script was followed, and we did well. I think, this week Delaware presents a lot of problems. I think Delaware's a big athletic football team, and they've struggled a little bit this year. They've lost. I mean, they were going to beat Maine. They fumbled, and Maine runs it back for a touchdown. They had William & Mary beat and lost it at the end. They had I'm trying to think who else. Towson, I think they had beat and lost. No, they beat Towson last week. So
that's their only win, right?
No, they're 3 wins.
In conference only win, yeah. And then they fired their coach a couple of weeks ago too.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think they did fire their coach, but I think the Carter's running it now, and they played a really good game against Stony Brook for a part of the game, and they were in disarray that week. But I thought he got them back, and they went out. And Towson was 7-4 last year. It was a pretty good team. They've hit a little bit of hard times, but it's a big challenge. They're big, they're fast, they're strong, they struggle. They're kind of like us. They're going to run the ball as much as they can. They have 3 really good backs. That each and every one of them are good. They're 6'2", 210-pound kids, and we'll have our hands full. We went in there last year and played a really impressive game. As I watch it this year, we played great on defense and ran the ball enough to win. So it'll be another tough one.
Is Elijah E.B. Token Hanks an all-conference player? Because in my eyes, he's like a shoo-in. And I know you're not going to necessarily care, but that's not your utmost importance. But, I mean, he goes for over 200 yards last week. He's been phenomenal.
Yeah, I think he's got 3 games left, and I think that'll dictate if he gets the honor of all-conference. I think the good thing is he seems to be back on track. We had talked. I thought he was starting to try to do too much. As any young player will try to make long runs, and I thought last week he was just all about being physical and running hard, and he took what they gave him, and the O-line did a really nice job running the ball. I think, it was great to see K.J. Rogers. He ran very well. We've been waiting for it in practice and in games, and I feel like because we need the rest of EB. 35 carries is definitely too many, and we need to get K.J. some balls, which we did, and I thought it was really helpful.
Greg, a chance to win 2 in a row after you lost 3, chance to get back to 500 in the conference, and then see what happens going to New Hampshire and Stony Brook. You only have 3 games left here, and maybe a chance to get into the postseason.
It's like I told the kids. I said, we're big, obviously, one game at a time, but just to clear up any of the in their minds. I mean, if we can go out and win 3 games starting Saturday, then I believe we'll make the playoffs. I think. If you only win 2 of the 3, you need a lot of help, and anything less, obviously, you're not You're not going. So
that's the formula. If you win 3, you think you got a shot there.
We've got a tough road. We put ourselves in. We lost 1 or 2 we thought we could win, and we put ourselves in a tough position. We're not Albany's not a perennial team at this level like New Hampshire is. So if New Hampshire's 7-4, they're going to get in. But we're not, or we're going to have some help. So. Look, we know this destiny's in our hands. We know what we have to do, but ultimately it all comes down to winning 1 game at a time and playing. And I think, Elon, you could see in the Elon game, I thought you could see our confidence come back. I think that early in the game, we were up against it. We were pinned in. on our 5-yard line or 4-yard line, and they had momentum. And I thought Johnny Martin, his punt was.
He's been good all year.
Yeah, he's been great.
He's been great all year. But truthfully, I mean, everyone thinks it was an easy game. It wasn't. It was at that point we were in a breaking situation, and I thought the good thing was I started seeing some confidence coming back on the offense as the game went on. I thought Nevin. We limited his throws, but he made a couple good throws in the second half to, back him off a little bit, and a couple short throws. And so we've got to get going. We're not going to run the ball against elite teams in our league. We have a big, tough Delaware defense coming. We have, and 2 ranked opponents. It's not like we're going to be able to just manhandle them. It's not going to happen. So we're going to be able to throw the ball.
It's also Military Day, Military Appreciation Day. How will you handle that from the football team standpoint?
It's really, I love what we're doing. We came up with the idea last year, didn't quite execute it the way we wanted, but, we're going to be wearing a different look than we've worn. So another new look.
Another new look. We like the new looks.
I love it. We're going to wear a different uniform for every game.
Like the purple. Like the purple, by the way.
So, yeah, I thought we looked sharp. We're doing something that I don't know that's been done nationally, and we're trying to get it to catch on. But we're going to have, not only are we going to wear the name of a military person, whether it's active now or retired or they're gone, past, it'll have their rank and their name on the back of our jerseys. And then on the helmets, the back patch of the helmet will represent that whatever branch they were in. So if they were in the Marines, there'll be a Marine Corps patch in the back.
Nice.
So cool. And then we have a new design.
Every player.
Every player and every coach. I'll be wearing my Uncle Bill Monty, fought in the Pacific in World War II. I'll be wearing his, and you might see a William Bridgman on E.B. Token Hanks. Was my father-in-law was a paratrooper in World War II.
Wow,
so it's a cool concept, and I hope it catches on. We talked to the league about it, and they're interested. I think it's something to honor our troops. We're just so obviously pro military at Albany, and there's going to be motorcycles and flags, and we're going to have a lot of service people there, and they're welcome. We want them to come to the game, and we want to honor them like in a small way that we can.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, good luck. Get that second one in a row. Delaware, 1 o'clock pregame show on 104.5 starts at 12 noon. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And enjoy game. Oh, by the way, who do you like tonight? Quickly. Cubs
Who's
or
playing? Penguins versus Penguins versus
I knew he
the
was
Ducks.
Baseball?
Penguins,
Game 7, Cubs, Indians?
The only thing I can
watch?
say is I absolutely think the city of Cleveland is a cool place.
Okay.
People give it a bad, in Pittsburgh they call it Mistake by the Lake, and it's a really nice, town. But I really just can't think I can handle them winning 2 championships in 1 year.
So you're going Chicago?
Yeah, I'm just not going to watch.
All right.
I don't want either one to win. If there's a way to tie and everybody be disappointed, then
we don't want ties.
If there's a way for everyone to be disappointed,
I just the Cubbies are my Buccos rival, and it's hard to cheer for Cleveland for a Cleveland team. I can't do it.
All right, we'll see how it plays out.